What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Hunter Call of the Wild on our world tour, going through all the reserves and doing all the story missions. Today, we are going to Mississippi Acres, the home of the Delta Blues. Mississippi Acres Preserve hosts unparalleled game opportunities for hunters who aren't afraid to get their feet wet. While recent heavy flooding has forced residents from their homes, the region's animal inhabitants are as bold as ever. And the loamy cotton fields and grasslands attract hungry feral pigs, quails, and raccoons. The pine forests and hills are full of deer and gray fox, while the indomitable American alligator makes its lair deep in the oxbow lakes found all over the preserve. Yes, sir! We are going to Mississippi Acres, where we have quail, turkey, teal, rabbit, fox, raccoon, whitetail, hog, and alligator. So you basically have tier class 1, 2, 4, 5, and 7 critters on this reserve. So let's get it.
And there's the state line. Welcome to the Deep South, rookie. We've got wetlands, the blues, and the American story, not to mention some of the best hunting you'll find anywhere on this earth. But the floods this year have been worse than ever, and our community is at its breaking point. Camp Haven, the summer camp we worked so hard to open last year, is under threat. If there's one thing I've learned living here, it's that Mississippi Acres folk are resilient. We don't need a savior, just a little extra help. And that's where you come in. Looks like the end of the road. I'm so sorry, but I've actually got to run. I've got a pile of papers I need to grade. I'll call you as soon as I've got a signal. Promise. There, finally. I had to add actual cell service to the list of things I miss about Chicago. Sorry that I'm so short on Southern hospitality right now, but we've got a bit of a situation. Steve Ernie from our flood relief committee was out delivering supplies to elders who couldn't evacuate on time. The levee overtopped and his trunk got totally submerged. Everything scattered. He got away safe, but we don't have the funds to let anything go to waste. Can you go take a look? The water should have mostly receded by now. I'll mark the location on your hunter mate. Thank you.
Alright, so we've got to find some supplies, apparently. So for this map, we do have our shotgun. You know, let's just go ahead and take a look at this stuff right now. So you saw me setting it up. So we've got the Gopi shotgun, and we've got the Zarza 15, the AR-15 22LR Predator for our Class 1 animals. We have the Ranger 243 for the Class 2, 4, and 5 animals. And then we have the Valgarda for our alligator. So that's what we're currently working with. And we got a little bit of a hike to go, and there happens to be an observation post, so we're going to go hit up that observation post before we head over there. Let's get it.
You're almost there. You starting to get goosebumps, or is it just me? The Delta's a weird place. He said he got stuck somewhere over there by those cypress knees. Bingo. Those are the supplies. You got everything? Thanks. This is doing us a huge favor. Hey, are the shadows playing tricks, or is that a briefcase I'm seeing on my feed? Let me make a quick call. Hey, Mrs. Tackett. My new counselor's out where Steve dropped the flood supplies, and there's a briefcase hanging from a tree branch. You know if that's... Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. Yes, ma'am. Give me just a sec. She wants to talk to you.
Well, Miss Davis has got you out on a fine excursion this time of night. Betty Tackett here, chairwoman of the Mississippi Delta Big Game Club. I hate to ask, Sugar, but can you grab the briefcase? Steve's a little ornery, and he'll pitch a fit if he don't get his papers back.
You'll have to... Well, nothing to it. Wow. Hear that, Mrs. Tackett? You are phenomenal. What happened to that rookie kid I got my hunting license with who couldn't hit a broadside shot on a stationary target?
Loud and clear. I'm gonna extend you an invite if you keep that up. I'm down for the count since I broke my neck, but Steve will get you an application. Hell, he owes you.
Let's take that later, why don't we? We gotta let you go, Mrs. Tackett.
All the best now. Don't be a stranger, y'all.
Betty's lovely, but she's as southern as all get out, as they say in these parts, with everything that entails. Any markings on that briefcase? Not that I don't believe it's Steve's, it's just... I don't see anything suspicious. Let's get those supplies to the people who need them. There's an outpost not far from here. Can you swing by and drop the briefcase and supplies off there? Maybe get your breath back, too. You tracking gators, rookie? Want some advice? Hey, I don't want no silent treatment. You've read Camp Haven's handbook, right? Rule number 1, our differences are our strengths. There's no shame in trying something new. I'll give you a few pointers. You show me what you can do. It's win-win. First, find where they gather. Following the waterway's a good bet. Just make sure you're packing appropriately. Their skulls are thicker than a Mississippi senator's. Check the Codex Field Guide if you need help.
Hey, not bad for our first gator, and he's a piebald. Look at that. We got a gold piebald gator. Yes, sir, we will taxidermize that, and that will be going into our trophy room. Yes, sir, that's how that works. Is this guy gonna go aggressive on me? Ah, crap, that was the wrong ammunition. Well, it's a good thing that we weren't using good thing it was a small gator. Wasn't really one that we wanted to keep anyways. But hey, he's on the way to where we gotta go anyway, so, you know, it's all good. Yep, I used the wrong riffle for that one. Oh well, we'll get him. We got ourselves a piebald. I'm happy with that. I'm already over the moon. I'm good. I'm good, baby. Oh, I did use the right weapon. I did use the Valgarda. Alright, cool. Well, we got him. Double lunged. Where did he... I don't know why they keep floating away on me like that. Come on, Beacon. Right, so we're heading out that way.
You could just leave the stuff on the table there. I'll let Steve know. Thanks. Oh, Betty again? Can you pull her up on speakerphone?
Hey, Hey, Sugar, can I trouble you for a favor? The boys are having a meeting tonight to discuss our flood relief efforts, and it gets real chilly in the evenings this time of year. Well, usually they get a fire going, but right now, there ain't a single log of dry firewood anywhere in the state. And you know we've got elderly members. I believe you'll find a space heater in that outpost where you left the supplies. Could you be a dear and drop it off at our lodge?
Well, I'd hate to think of someone catching hypothermia. By the way, the Big Game Club has been working together with the African American Hunting Club I'm a member of on flood relief efforts. We've, got some history. Not gonna lie, they weren't super enthusiastic about some transplant from Chicago buying up land and opening a summer camp here. Even Betty, and even though I've been coming here since I was little, I get these kids. But we've both got our priorities straight. The future of the community's what matters. Speaking of, we haven't had enough hands on deck to tend to everyone's needs up until now. So there are a couple of errands around the reserve that still need doing. I'll let you know if you're near somewhere you can help out. Let's head over to the Big Game Club's lodge. Make sure they get the heater before their meeting later on.
Oh, that was really weird how the map was kind of messing up like that. This looked like dry land before, but apparently it's not. Anyways, we dropped off some supplies, and now we gotta drop off a space heater. And I am keeping my eye open for some more of them gators, man, because you never know when they're gonna pop up. They can sit underwater for a good long time. We hear one. I saw him raise his head up. I'm sure he took off into the water by now. I don't know if they attack you while you're in the water or not. I have no clue. They sure can run, can't they? Sit down, boy. You're mine. We gonna have us some gator gumbo, and we gonna make us some gator boots. Damn, another gold. That's the second gold gator we got. I like it. Is this new for Mississippi Acres? I don't remember there being boats. I think they introduced boats on Reventuli Coast, so maybe they updated this map? I hope so, because walking all the way around here, that sucked. Anyways, let's take a boat to see how this works. Ah, missed opportunity. They could have had a nice cutscene right there. Oh well. Nothing to it right now, right? Just deal with it. Well, I suppose actually a cutscene probably wouldn't have made much sense. It loads pretty quickly. If it was the longer load time, I'd say they should put in a cutscene, but that load time was real quick, so never mind. Blame my last.
Well, here's the lodge. Not gonna lie, I don't make a habit of spending time here. I guess check the door? thought it was just good old-fashioned Southern hospitality to leave your place unlocked in these parts. But who knows what kinds of valuables they've gotten there. Some of the keys are faded. Not the most robust security system. 0, 1, 4, 5, and 6. 5 factorial combinations. That's 120, and that's without repeating digits. And my students say math is pointless. Betty must know the code, right? Let's call her. Hey, Mrs. Tackett, sorry to bother you again. My counselor's out dropping off the heater, but the door is locked. Would you happen to have the key code to hand?
Unfortunately, I do not, Miss Davis. I've been out of commission so long with my neck, you understand.
Do you know who does have the code, then? Mr. Ernie, maybe?
I think it's best you just leave the heater outside on the porch there. The boys will be along for the meeting shortly.
Okay, if that works for you. All the best, Mrs. Tackett.
Bye-bye now.
Best do as she says, I guess. I just wonder why they're so reluctant to give us the code. Can you take a peek inside the window there? That's 3 of the same damn heater. What? Let me try Betty again. No answer. Well, maybe Southerners are just super sensitive to the cold. My mama just huddled up with a blanket, but I guess she was made of sterner stuff than some of these rich folks. I don't want to think the worst. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'll mention it to Betty later. Okay, all the really urgent things are out of the way, but I've got to be honest with you, Rookie. There's another reason you're here. Let me show you what I'm trying to protect. Head over to the Camp Haven bunks, and I'll explain on the way.
So I vaguely remember some of these missions. I haven't hunted this map in a very, very long time. I remember the last mission. I can't forget the last mission. And you'll understand once we get there why you can't forget it. But, yeah. So some of them I kind of remember, and I kind of remember the order for some of them. It's going to be a little touch and go with trying to remember where everything's at and where to go next. But we'll get her done one way or the other. This map also has side missions that you can do if you so choose. Where's that gator? Or does it? I think this map has side missions. I don't think I've unlocked any of them, but I'm pretty sure they got them. Where was that gator? Well, he dug himself in the bush there. I'm trying to find a need zone for him. This is going to be for the pig as well. Daggone it. Number 6. 170 yards away. I ain't got a good clean shot on him either. By the way, I'm just going to follow this coastline here. I'm sure we're going to come across them eventually. sooner before or later, I'd imagine. And that'll take us over back to the camp. We already passed the camp on our way over to the lodge. And I think we gotta fix some stuff up there, and it leads us to a deeper mystery about some weird things going on. Yeah, whatever. We'll get there when we get there.
See the depression on the ground? Looks like they've been basking around here. Try sneaking up on them when they're idle. We didn't hunt gators much but for self-defense when I spent my summers here. My daddy taught me not to aim between the eyes. That'll just have it pitching a fit. Try to land a shot between the eye and the ear instead. That destroys the brain, kills it quickly. That thing's enormous. You are not messing around, the hunter formerly known as Rookie. A+. Alligators were endangered here in Mississippi in the late 60s. So wildlife officials packed horse trailers with 3,500 juveniles from Louisiana. They drove them to the Mississippi State Fair and handed them out in bags. Can you imagine going to the fair to ride the carousel and shoot tin cans and taking home a baby gator? Sure makes for more of a prize than a goldfish in a bag. Thanks to those efforts, the state population's approaching 40,000 these days. There's some commercial farming, but mostly they're just hunted for sport. So last summer, some of the kids at our camp reported hearing weird noises. You know, they're just kids. First time away from home for most of them. Of course, it was just a case of too much sugar, right? Well, not gonna lie. That's what I told myself until parents started pulling their kids out. Health and safety concerns, wild animals. We take every measure to protect our kids. And if that wasn't bad enough, we had the worst flooding in 40 years last week. Camp Haven is almost a year old and barely hanging on. But I think there's something else going on here, and I want to get to the bottom of it. Just let's be discreet. Betty didn't want the camp opening here at all, and I don't want to give her any more reason to doubt me. It's not much, but it means everything to me to be able to do this for these kids. It's not just hunting either. It's about trust building, leadership, community. You get it. I know you do.
That gator was stalking me. The only reason why I knew something was coming was because the dog alerted to a threat nearby. Sheesh. He would have taken a bite out of my arse had I not been paying attention to what my dog was doing. Anyways, what was you saying? There was some strange noises at the camp and parents were pulling their kids out or something like that. So we got to investigate kind of what's going on. And I guess the old lady, the old hag, the Southern Belle, whatever you want to call her, she didn't want the camp there, or she didn't want the kids there, or something like that. So already we have the makings of a conspiracy, right? Is she behind it? Is she trying to drive the camp out, get the kids out of the area? If so, for what purpose? So what's the motivation behind it, right? I honestly don't remember this part too much. All I remember is we got to put up a tire swing. That's all I remember of this mission. So, we'll get there.
See that broken tire swing? We got lucky here. That and a few deck chairs blown off course are the worst damage we suffered. There should be some extra rope inside. Can you get it swinging again? I knew I had some lying around here somewhere. A tire swing and a lazy Delta summer. Right, can you take a look around? I know some of the kids who reported the weird noises stayed in these bunks. Well, I wasn't wrong about them being on too much sugar. Where does this lead? Scorched grass. It's early summer and the ground is soaked. You remember our fire safety classes, right? Literally the first damn thing you're told. No building fires near anything flammable, grass included. If this was one of our counselors' idea of a prank, I'm gonna have to give them a talking to. I've barely been back here since our last session. The flooding sure hasn't helped. What's that? That's a kid's handwriting. Witches, scorched grass, a woman living in the woods. We really do have to limit their sugar intake. But there are patches of scorched grass here. Oh, this is a map of Mississippi Acres. Must be the other spots where kids had heard noises. I've heard plenty of ghost stories set around these parts, but this is... Hello, ma'am. What can we do for you?
Excuse the interruption, Miss Davis, but I've had some residents of Jonesville call me up reporting a gator sighting. They got little kids, and it ain't a good idea to go back if a big old mean one's made his nest there. I suspect he washed up with the high water. You got your counselor on the line there? Could you go and take a look, sugar? I'll send you the details.
Yeah, we're on it. We'll let y'all know how it goes.
If it's a nuisance gator, we can decide what to do with it there and then. I appreciate it.
Most folks around here know how to handle an alligator, but we don't take chances where kids are concerned. Can you go take a look?
That just basically follow this main road all the way there. So in the process, well, off camera, I think we ended off somewhere over here. Yeah, here's the camp. Well, no, the camp was over here. So I went through, unlocked a whole bunch of stuff on the southern part of the map. Got a whitetail. Got two whitetails actually. And realized that there are black bear on this map. Speaking of which. Oh, beautiful shot. Let's go. Come on, man. We laid him out. We laid him out. But anyways, realize that there's black bear on this map. And, yeah. So here we are with the second part of part one. Or the second clip of part one, I should say. I did make level 27 not too long ago. Smoked a trash panda and got us to 27. Right, let's check out this bear. Come on, come on. That was such a great shot. On the move, too. Granted, he was just walking, but still. What do we get? What do we get? Silver. Female. A black bear. Left lung, right lung. Really? A double lung put her down that quickly? Alright, I'll take it. But anyways, we're going to head up over to where we're supposed to go next. And we'll continue the story missions from there. And I could knock off Black Bear from the list. So all I need now to get one of every species on this map is a quail and a teal. Both bird species, so let's go. Let's get her done.
If this gator did show up with the floodwater, it's bound to be confused. Keep your wits about you.
Right, so if I remember this mission, we don't actually come across the gator. And it's a long tracking mission. I think. I mean, yeah, we'll just have to play this one by ear. I vaguely remember this mission.
Gators are lazy sons of guns at the best of times. I don't get why it... A catch pole? They were serious about this. Oh, of course. Someone was on its trail. It takes a lot to rip that snare. This thing must have been pissed. And we're dealing with some total amateurs. Gator guys, this ain't. In and out. So it got out, wandered over to Jonesville, or someone followed it, and then it went right back the way it came, with its would-be captors in hot pursuit. But Betty called us here first, right? How'd these folks get here before us? Hey, Mrs. Tackett. My counselor's here at Jonesville. Happy to report that our reptilian friend has made its way back to the bayou, but not without a fight. Did you call someone else in here first?
Why, no, Miss Davis. Can't say I did. What happened?
Well, there's a broken catch pole and some tape. Someone clearly had some fun.
Wouldn't surprise me if some yokel had got it into himself to make it into tomorrow's paper. You know Delta folk. bless their hearts.
Yes, ma'am. Anyway, you can call up the residence group, let them know it's safe to come back.
Thanks for the hard work, y'all. Bye-bye.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Someone's pissing off alligators that are probably already pretty out of it after the flooding. Call me paranoid, but it wouldn't surprise me if there's a connection between all of this weirdness. They don't say half hills, half delta, all crazy for nothing. And that's not just me being an uppity Yankee. You heard Betty. Folks here are quite something. I've seen you in action, and I know you can handle a gator. Just keep your eyes open and your rifle loaded, okay? Let's take another look at that map. Can you take out the map again? I'm 90% certain the one in the middle is one of our campsites. Try taking a look around. Oh, and let's make sure Betty doesn't get word of this, at least for now. I'm not sure how she'd react to a literal witch hunt.
Right, so now apparently we gotta go up over there. Obviously there's things around here to grab, so I'm gonna do that and we'll bring you back in. Hopefully when we find something. Wait. Go to the campsite listed on the map. It said we completed something, I didn't catch it. Oh well, doesn't matter. Alright, well we made it to an outpost, so this is probably a good place to wrap things up for the video. I'm gonna go ahead and oops, all the ammo and stuff is inside. I want to refill up on some of the ammo, and we'll take a look at what we've got going on. So let's do this first. Let's go rifle ammo. What we got here? 75 still, so we're good on that. 243, let's buy some more of them. Actually, you know what? Let's just take this up to 100. I think we're good there. We got here 34. Bring that one up. I'm just gonna buy the most common ammo that I use. Just keep that going good. Shotgun, we're really good on shotgun shells, so alright. Let's take a look at where we're at. So we are currently at level 27. We've got 129,000 credits, so we're doing really well on that. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 missions done in this first episode, so really not bad at all. If we look at our skills, I think this is about as far as I'm going to go on the Stalker one. What else is there that is good? I mean, this one wouldn't be bad to get. Oh no, I already got that one. I know some people really like this one, but I don't know if I really care about the fur variation. I like leaving it kind of up to chance. So I'm pretty sure I'm done with the Stalker, at least for now. Ambusher, this is where I'm currently at for Ambusher. I want to get one more here. And then I would like to get this one, because you get more money from doing missions. So those will be my next 2 spots, are these 2. Perks. Right, so riffles, I'm done with the riffle perks. Shotguns, I'll probably grab this one, max this one out. I'm not too worried about the edge blur so much. This one would be a good one to grab. Right, let's take a look at what we've got so far. So, let's see here. Got a few gators. 3 of them were golds. We got the piebald, olive, and dark brown golds. Let's see, what else do we got? Actually, let's go to latest. That'll be easier. So I did smoke a couple of quail. One of them was a gold, which was rather nice. We've got a rabbit. 3 more gators. The black bear. Trash panda. A couple hogs. There's that white-tailed deer I was telling you about that I smoked. A couple turkeys. Another white-tail. Another trash panda. A couple more gators. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. If we look at our map, yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to go exploring. I'm going to explore all of, at least up to here on this side, get all this area done, come down here, grab this. Because I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, all of our missions from this point on are here and up in here. So I want to just go ahead and knock these out while I can. And while it sort of makes sense, I'll just make my way east. And then swing back down, and then we can come back here to fast travel. And yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So there you have it, guys. If you like the first part of the Mississippi Acres video, hit that like button. If I've earned it, hit that subscribe button. And as always, be safe, be cool, and have fun. We'll catch you in the next one.